A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijadongoma, to UBC Lunchtime News this Monday, the 2nd day of September 2024. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Now, former Defense Minister Dr. Crispus Kionga has pledged to work closely with other administrators in ensuring that Makerere University continues to sound as far as education is concerned. And this comes at a time when he was appointed by the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, last week to oversee the duties of Chancellor at Makerere University. Dr. Kionga accepted to take over his new assignment as the new Chancellor of Makerere University. Take a watch.
I've been told that I will take on the job of being the Chancellor for Makerere University. For us revolutionaries, we're always ready for any task to serve our country. And as you know, I've toured so many sectors of our country. So this is only new in the sense that it is a university under the Ministry of Education, and I'm prepared to serve. The Ugandans, in my perception, have a lot of respect for Makerere because it is our oldest university. Many of our leaders, even in present times, our age group, even young people who are in the parliament, many of them have been to Makerere. So it's not a strange place. I am sure we shall easily harmonize with other colleagues, the Vice Chancellor, the professors, and the students. The main thing is to ensure that Makerere continues to play its role in the transformation and development of Uganda.
As his bishop, I'm happy. As someone from Kasesa, I'm happy. And above all, I'm happy for the appointment because one, as I know, Dr. Crispus Kionga is one of the people in this country that was given an assignment. He wants to do it 100% correct.
Now, in order to continue serving and improving the education sector, Busitema University has introduced a board to serve for 4 years. During a press conference at Makerere Guest House in Kampala, Professor Paul Wako introduced Professor William Bazeyo as the new chairman of the board, among others. The new board promised to serve diligently, however, also asking government to improve the internet because many of their branches are in remote areas.
We are extremely excited at Busitema University to welcome Professor William Bazeyo, whose track record in education in this country leaves no questions. Professor William Bazeyo is a medical doctor and has previously served as Deputy Vice Chancellor, Finance and Administration at Makerere, and he was also the Dean of the School of Public Health at Makerere University. More interesting of all is that he is also a farmer. So based on that background, the council found it appropriate to elect him as the new chair of Busitema University Council. The vice chairperson is Honorable Dr. Beatrice Wabdea, who also is a well-known leader in this country, has once served as the Minister for Presidency and was Member of Parliament in this country.
We have 4 years and we need to address the 4 challenges for us to make one Bustema a place to go. 2, to attract as more investors or more faculty from all over, be it Ugandans or outside. And 3, and most important, to address the needs of this country so that we produce that skilled man labor, the skilled man labor that will actually take Uganda to the next level. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the appointing authority, our Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Janet Katam 7, who appointed or nominated me as a member of the council, and to thank my colleagues for entrusting me to chair this 5th council.
Now, the Association of Uganda Nurses and Midwifery has expressed dissatisfaction towards government for not giving finalists the opportunity to undergo internship training for certification, which has resulted into many failing to get jobs. According to the association president, Cherop Justus Chiplangat, if nurses miss the opportunity to be tested, many are likely to be jobless. He was speaking at celebrations of Nurses and Midwifery Day in Buikwe district, which took place at Kawolo Hospital in Lugazi.
If a primary teacher of a certificate can go for supervision, what we call teaching practice, that is now internship is like teaching practice, because you are going to a facility which is more than the facility you are in.
Who don't stick to the ethics of the nursing profession. So we didn't need you people to at least be compassionate, offer that care with love.
I appeal to all the nurses, come and subscribe to the union so that we get a stronger voice, solidarity for it.
The government remains committed in enhancing the healthcare system by focusing on the several key result areas. First, we are dedicated to improving the delivery of quality nursing services, ensuring that all patients receive the highest standards of care. Additionally, we are implementing robust infection prevention and control measures across all health facilities to safeguard both the patients and the healthcare workers. The coaching and mentoring of enrolled midwives and nurses, empowering them with the skills and knowledge that needs to excel in their role.
Now, Zoe Grounds in Chigo was a beehive of activities as remnants worshipped Christ in what they call the Honor Day. Unlike before, this time round, hundreds came from all over the world for the same event.
Every 1st of September, hundreds gathered Zoe Grounds in Chigo in worship through praises as they honor Christ for the blessings bestowed. This time around, Christians came from all continents across the world, joining Prophet Elvis Mbonye in what they refer to as the Honor Day. The young and the old, all ushering in praises and worship in adoration to the Most High for His providence. In his message, Prophet Elvis Mbonye emphasized serving the living God who has done wonders to the nation.
We are God-made. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! I said we're not self-made, we are God-made. And let me tell you, we have come to a time when there's going to be a clear distinction between those that are God-made and those that are self-made. That the spirit of prophecy that is at work is testifying of Jesus. And what that means? That means that He is, that you're in touch with something that is superior. He's the King of Kings. He's the Lord of Lords. The time has come when the children of God will acknowledge that indeed He is King, indeed He is Lord, not any other. I'm telling you.
The highlight of prophetic revelations from events that have made headlines throughout the year was all over the screens. For the entertainment beat, Kenyan famous performer, Son of Nations DJ, hip hop artist Luyonga and the Zoe Ministers performed to the Lord. Other occasion top dignitaries from Zimbabwe, members of Parliament of Ghana, East African legislative representatives, university guild presidents, all were in attendance.
Morning Gabo with that report there. Now we'll take a short break, but we'll be returning with much more. Do stay with us.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21 hash and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Stake 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Stake 10. Sports Stake 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win. Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Where does it come from? That thing that makes us Ugandan. Some say it's in our history, in our culture, and in our hearts, in our warm smiles and vast miles of coffee. It's in our inherent pursuit to always be better, to never stop growing and glowing. We are a nation of sweat and skills, a nation of ideas and inventions. But what truly makes us Ugandan is our quest to invest in agribusiness, manufacturing, tourism, infrastructure, health, and education to improve the quality of life of Ugandans. That's what makes us Uganda Development Bank.
We can do better.
Uganda Development Bank, inspiring development.
Welcome back from that break, and this is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. A warm welcome to those of you just joining us. Now let's talk some business. The construction industry in Uganda is fast growing despite high levels of price increase in the country. Investors are seeking alternative ways of reducing the prices without compromising the quality of products amidst the high level of counterfeit products on the market. We have more in this story.
Real estate is currently the fastest growing business in Uganda, credit to the rapid growth of cities and improved infrastructure. This sector is attracting many investors because of its high potential for returns. With help from government and more people moving to urban areas, real estate in Uganda is becoming a very profitable and promising industry. However, who talks of real estate minus the cement business? Different cement manufacturers have come on board to boost both the housing and road construction network. However, concern is more with the increase in counterfeit products on the market. Simba Cement, one of the leading manufacturers, is using the digital stamps format and buying from real agents as a tool to maintain its brand from fake products.
To always buy from a URA registered company which is established in Uganda, and not to buy from roadside people who are selling at very abnormal cheap price. And they have to ensure the packaging is well it is not torn or it is not broken, and they also check the uniformity of the color. If the cement has different colors mixed with some foreign materials, then they have to come and report to the relevant dealers from various boards.
The strategy by Simba Cement to provide high quality and affordable cement on the market targets empowering project owners of cost-effective and high-strength solutions.
Our prices have drastically come down. One, because of the advantage of the proximity to the clinker plant. Our plant is very near to our Tororo cement plant. And as a result, we aim to make affordable, we aim to make cement as one of the construction products affordable to every Ugandan, which ultimately leads to affordable housing.
The World Bank reports that Uganda's GDP grew by 4.6% in 2022, which marks real estate the fastest growing business in Uganda. Justine Nakami, UBC News.
Thanks, Justin, for that story there. Now, women entrepreneurs in Arua City have been urged to take advantage of government loans under the Generating Growth Opportunities and Productivity for Women Enterprises, commonly known as a GROW project. According to the chairperson, Chamber of Commerce, Arua branch, Ronald Debo, there are many women who are in need of loans, but harsh conditions by many financial institutions have continued to scare them off, hence affecting growth of their businesses. A GROW project is a government of Uganda initiative as a response to the needs of women entrepreneurs who want to grow their businesses, sustain their self-employment and create more jobs.
A lot of them, thousands of them. Access to capital has been a problem. The cost of credit has also been a problem. Because these women cannot access those complicated loans in the banks, they are driven to money lenders. The interest rates are so high, the penalties are extremely harsh. So I've been sharing with the bankers, especially Post Bank. The government of Uganda, together with the World Bank, came with a type of loan called GROW. The interest is so low, 9.8% in Post Bank. So this will make the cost of credit to be so cheap.
We have called this meeting. There is a money which World Bank has sent to banks to be given to women as a loan. But women, they were green about it. So now we say now we need to Post Bank representatives to come and educate them how they can get the money, how they can also involve others like refugees.
We have women who do not have securities, they do not have properties, but they have businesses that need financing. Now we are saying we are covering such women, we're able to give them this money, between 4 million to 5 million, but you must be an active member of a group and saving actively. And for those categories, the loan will only run for a period of up to 8 months, not beyond. The reason is it is unsecured and the risks associated are quite many. So now this has come to cover the marginalized who are in business and who would play a big role in our economy. Post Bank is actively partaking in this to make sure we prosper as a country.
The insurance we've told them today is Credit Life. So when a local person, like a member of Arua Mother Circle, takes a loan and for some instance, for example, dies or passes before completing the loan, NIC Life will come in and clear the outstanding loan together with its interest. In the eventuality that the borrower becomes permanently disabled, either due to accident and is unable to continue working, the insurance company comes in and pays part of the loan, such that as the member is reorganizing their lives and recovering from the sickness, the circle is not losing the money totally.
Uganda Registration Services Bureau has begun a 5-day business rescue and aftercare program aiming at scaling for business growth and sustainability. Now, this comes after URSB realized that there is a high rate of business failure attributed to inadequate entrepreneurial and business management skills, financial literacy, and lack of basic governance structures. The Business Rescue Program's objective is, among others, to provide platform for business owners to acquire skill sets in business financial management and literacy. The target beneficiaries of the program are the business community, board of corporate entities, regulators, and academia.
They are able to meet your financial obligations in terms of debt. If you cannot pay your debts when they are due, then most likely you become a candidate of insolvency. So we are here to take our people through the skills they desire, what they need to keep afloat, to keep away from insolvency. Well, before we enrolled where we are, as an office, we are receiving companies which are closing, and we would close. You are ailing, you are unable to do business, so we close. But the global trends were that, apart from closing, can't you rehabilitate? So the principles of corporate rescue allows, but as URSB we said that apart from corporate rescue, we can also do informal measures, informal interventions like this one. You skill people so that they don't become insolvent.
We are ready to take the picture.
Uganda fire! Endiva fire! Our border fire!
Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! Has Nambole Stadium opened its doors once again? While you were moving in, you were the 12th player when Uganda Cranes needed you the most. Through our famous wins against Uganda and our unlucky losses, you stood firm, supporting even louder. Now, as Uganda Cranes take on South Africa and Congo this September, South Sudan in October, and play our second legs against South Africa and Congo in November, bring even more fire! Because with your support, Uganda Cranes is unstoppable! Uganda fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda Cranes. Together, we are unstoppable.
Shocking statistics on road crashes in Uganda show that there were over 23,608 road accidents in a single year, 2023. This highlights an increase of 16% compared to the previous year. The Uganda Traffic and Road Safety Report of 2023 also shows that there were 24,728 casualties from road crashes, with 4,806 people dead, 16,736 seriously injured, and 3,186 escaping with minor injuries. The rampant increase in the number of road crashes and casualties in Uganda is seriously alarming. According to Uganda Police Traffic Report, 80% of road crashes in Uganda are as a result of speeding, reckless driving, and violation of traffic rules and regulations. Your life and that of other road users matters. Every life taken or injured in a road crash is an emotional loss to a family, resource loss to a business, development contribution loss to a community, and a socio-economic loss to the nation. Join hands together to reduce and, if possible, eliminate road crashes from our roads by avoiding reckless driving, obeying traffic signs and rules, and maintaining public safety intelligence to keep ourselves, passengers and other road users safe at every time. Remember, drive safe today to live again tomorrow. Tofira kukubo.
Welcome back. Let's have an item of international news. And after the bodies of 6 slain Israeli hostages were found in a tunnel in southern Gaza, Israelis have reacted with shock and anger. Some blame the Israeli government for not reaching a ceasefire deal with Hamas earlier. Israel's largest labor union announced a general strike starting Monday until the government signs a deal. Take a watch.
Just days after their families screamed to the hostages on loudspeakers at the Israeli-Gaza border, the Israeli army announced that 6 hostages were found in a tunnel in southern Gaza. The murdered hostages included Hirsch Goldberg Poland, a dual U.S.-Israeli citizen.
They were cruelly murdered by Hamas terrorists shortly before we reached them. They were abducted alive on the morning of October 7th by the Hamas terror organization. Their bodies were found during combat in Rafah in an underground tunnel, approximately 1 kilometer from the tunnel from which we rescued Farhan al-Qadi a few days ago.
The Israeli press says that rescue may have provoked Hamas to kill the 6 hostages, fearing the Israeli soldiers were getting closer. It was also reported that 3 of the 6 killed were set to be released on humanitarian grounds in the first stage of a ceasefire, including Goldberg Poland and 2 women. In mass demonstrations around the country, protesters say the government is sabotaging a hostage release deal in favor of maintaining a military presence along the Gaza-Egypt border. This policy decision was confirmed by government cabinet ministers a few days ago, and according to Israeli press reports, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu acknowledged that their decision likely meant the collapse of negotiations over a hostage deal. But after the killing of the 6 hostages, Netanyahu blamed Hamas for the lack of any hostage deal.
These days, while Israel is conducting intensive negotiations with the mediators in a supreme effort to reach a deal, Hamas continues to firmly refuse any proposal. Whoever murders abductees does not want a deal.
Polls show a majority of the Israeli public supports a ceasefire deal as the only way to release the hostages, even if it means that Hamas is not completely destroyed, according to Gershon Baskin, a longtime Israeli negotiator with Hamas.
The military pressure does not release hostages. 8 hostages were rescued in military operations. There are still 101 hostages in Gaza. If something is learned from what we learned last night when these hostages' bodies were found, is that military pressure will not save them, military pressure will kill them.
Amid national mourning for the 6 young hostages, Israelis have gone into the streets in mass demonstrations against Netanyahu's military policy and are holding a 1-day general strike Monday. Linda Gradstein for VOA.
Sports news now, and let's begin with cricket, where Ginger SSS defended their boys' schools cricket week title, defeating old rivals Busoga College Mwiri, winning their 5th title overall without dropping a game and denying Mwiri a 20th crown. In the final, played over the weekend in Ginger SS won the toss and chose to bat first, setting a target of 130 runs for 8 wickets. In the run chase, Mwiri was left to sting out, only managing to respond with 80 runs all out, hence Ginger winning by 50 runs and claiming championship. Among the individual awards, Jared Olipa was crowded MVP, Ronald Rubanga Kenny Best Batter, Stephen Alganyira Best Bowler, and Doka Abdul Shakur Best Fielder. Ginger SS's 2024 win makes it the 5th title for the school and the 2nd in a row.
Have been good. We haven't reached the 10,000 run mark in a tournament ever since the inception of Cricket Week. This time around, we've gotten beyond 12,000, and as the game goes on, the runs are still piling up. Overall, teams that participate in the qualifiers number about 50, and of course we can't have all the 50 teams here, so we usually try and eliminate a few through a process, which is actually fair, and the best of the best actually make it to these events. If you look at the team that went to the World Cup this year, our first World Cup ever for the senior team, about 85-90% of that team participated in Cricket Week. They actually came through the process. They came through the system. So those are some of the things we are looking at doing. If we can keep making repeat appearances, those players can only come from one stage, this platform here, the Schools Cricket Week. We will be in Gulu next first term holidays. So what we're trying to do, we are trying to do some sports tourism for cricket. So we're trying to take the game out to some of the regions. So the girls edition next year will be in Gulu. Hopefully we'll have a lovely event as we've always had.
The tournament has moved on very well on my side and for the team. And I want to congratulate the boys for putting in the hard work behind the scenes. We never had consistency in the bats. The top order, we had less runs from the top order. Then the bowling, we had more extras. Most of the boys are new to the tournament and it's their first time participating. So they still have the stage fright to playing, but next time we'll come back strong. We always challenge ourselves. We want to become better. We want to be better than ourselves.
And that brings us to the end of this lunchtime bulletin here on UBC TV. Thank you so much for having kept us company. I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, wishing you a blessed afternoon. But up next here on UBC TV is The Score with Ruben Mpima.